everybody, and welcome to this practice today. I'm Sarah, and I really appreciate you being a part of my YouTube yoga community, and really grateful to practice together today in this brief, well-rounded flow. So grab your mat and let's get started. So if you've been practicing with me a little while, you probably know I like to start a lot of my practices laying down on the back to relax your joints and relax your breathing, allowing your diaphragm to be able to expand and contract really freely. And it's a way to naturally traction and readjust your spine, so you allow those natural curves to release a little bit and align from the back of the head to the tail. We like the natural curves of the spine at the nape of the neck and the lower back, and gradually extend your legs out straight. So you find yourself on the back, letting your palms face up and arriving in your practice today. Just take a moment to scan your body and check in with how you feel, noticing any areas of tension that you're able to gradually soften and release. As you exhale, you feel tension in the belly dissolving down through the hips and out through the toes. Gently roll your head from side to side to unwind any gripping in the neck. And as you bring your nose back into alignment with the navel, start to notice the natural flow of your breath in and out of your nose. That awareness of the breath is a helpful tool to guide your focus to the present moment. And it's a tool for allowing your mind to de-stress and allowing yourself to connect with this internal sanctuary that's always available through this tool of simply noticing the breath. On your next inhale breath, reach your arms overhead, stretching the fingertips away from the toes. You can take your feet a little closer, start to flex your feet, and then when you exhale, bring the arms down alongside the body. And do that a few times as we start to move the body with the breath. On the inhale, you float the arms overhead, and then you exhale, let the arms drape down. So doing this a few times, when you inhale, you might notice a little more curve through the lower back. When you exhale, you feel a little softening through the lower back as the belly hugs in. And we'll do one more inhale, reaching up. When you exhale to bring your arms down, bring your knee toward your face and really flex your feet and hover your left heel off the ground. And then inhale, extend your right heel out, reach up. And exhale, palms down alongside the hips as you squeeze that left knee in and hover your right heel and press your hands into the ground. So we're waking up the core in this way. Inhale and exhale. Good. And we're going to move through this a few times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee comes in. And inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee comes in, and you hover the left heel, and then inhale, extend. Exhale, left heel comes in and hover. Good. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee hugs in, let your left heel continue to rest, and this time traction that right thigh toward the side rib. Breathing there, pressing your right sitting bone away from the right shoulder. And then press your right heel out, hug your left knee in, give it a squeeze. Left thigh coming in toward the side waist. Right heel pressing away from the hip. And then press your left heel out. As you inhale, reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, we're going to hug both knees in toward the body and come to a full happy baby. Full happy baby. Elbows on insides of knees, hands reaching for the ankles or the outside edges of the feet. Soles of feet are facing the sky. Gently rock and massage your back, evening out your hips. And take a moment here in happy baby to set your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate here in this time on your mat? Let that guide and inspire the effort that you put into this practice. And then cross either ankle on top and gently rock up to sit. And come back into an active child's pose. Toes are tucked, hands stretch away from the knees, send your hips toward the heels, and then lift your knees up into a downward dog, where we're going to pedal out the feet. Stretching high through the lower back, letting your head shake out, yes. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. The outer heels eventually start to drop. 3 to 5 breaths here. Spread your fingers wide, root through your index finger and thumb. Then slide your right heel straight up and back for three-legged dog. Drop your left heel down and keep lifting your left underarm, and we'll inhale and we'll exhale. Tented fingers, lift your belly and slide your right foot through, right between the hands. And then we're going to touch the left knee down, top of the left foot flat, shoulder blades on the back. Sweep your arms up into crescent lunge, and we'll inhale to reach up, upper back bend. Exhale, palms forward, cactus arms. Drag your elbows down toward your hips. Release your hands to frame that front foot. Lift your left thigh. So you have to tuck your left toes under. Lift that left thigh right up and then spin that left heel down. It's about heel to heel alignment with your left toes pointing toward your left wrist. Press through the ball of your right foot. Drag your right sitting bone back. And let's fold. Forehead toward that right shin. Peek at your right hip. Now we're going to come into a triangle pose from here. Lift up, lengthen through the crown of the head, and your right hand is on the outer ankle or on the ankle. Being mindful that you're not locking that right knee joint. Start to wrap the right rib toward the left rib. Left hand on your hip. Or go ahead and extend your left fingertips straight up into that triangle. You want to feel the outside edge of that left foot press. So we're lifting the inner ankle on that left foot. Both sets of toes are spread. If your neck feels okay, you look at the hand in the air. But if your neck is tired, then you look at your right foot. One more inhale. Exhale, release that left hand down. Bend your right knee. Left fingertips are about under your shoulder. As you bend that right knee deeply, drop your left hip and turn to the right. Right hand on your back, or right fingertips extend up into the twist. And we're going to rotate in that twist. Instead of palm facing away from your face, rotate your pinky in so that you internally spiral that right arm in. And then go ahead and reach the fingertips away from that left heel, squeezing that right arm in toward the ear. And then you're looking to the right so that that right top of the shoulder and neck feel soft. And we'll inhale, reach, reach, reach. And we'll exhale, take that right hand on the inside of the right knee, plant your palms, drop your left knee into a lizard lunge moment. The right toes turn out a few degrees. Pause there and just gently look ahead, keeping your shoulders and neck soft. And a couple breaths in that lizard lunge. The elbows are soft. You could lay the top of that left foot on the ground if that feels okay. Good. And then we'll start to pick up the hips, and we're going to slide that right foot back. Tuck your toes. Come into child's pose. And then stand up on the knees. Standing up on the knees, roll your shoulders a couple of times. Loosening up the shoulders. And feeling the crown of the head float up. Then draw your belly in. Extend your arms out straight into child's pose again. Come up into downward dog. Finding that long spine. Head hanging. Shake your head yes. Stretch your left heel high for three-legged dog. Stretching that left heel away from the left wrist. Keep wrapping that right hip crease back. Inhale. Exhale, tented fingers as you lift your belly and slide that left foot through. Touch your right knee down. Take the top of your right foot flat. And then start to come on up. Float your arms overhead. Palms facing each other. Any amount of upper back bend on the inhale. Gaze on up. Palms forward. Exhale, drag your elbows down toward the hips. Belly in, hands frame that front foot. Tuck your right toes and lift that right thigh. Spin the right heel down and start to press through the ball of that left foot and drag that left sitting bone back. Fold over the left leg into Parsvottanasana, peeking at your left hip. Full inhale fills the back ribs with space. Long, slow exhale may allow you to move into that fold a micro amount more without force. Peek at your right ankle and see that there's a nice lifted arch in the center of your right arch of your foot, right to the inner ankle, to the inner knee, and it spirals up to the pelvic floor. So those right toes are turning toward the right wrist, and we're going to come into this triangle from this vantage point here. Your right hand is on the ground on the outside of the heel, or a block, a yoga block could be helpful, or your left hand could be on the ankle. We just want to be mindful that we're not dumping too much pressure in that left knee, so the left knee has a little micro bend. So we're going to roll that left rib toward the right rib, and then moderate approach to have your right hand on the back. You could stay and breathe there. Or you can extend your right fingertips up. Deep, deep left hip crease. As you tuck the left sitting bone under the pelvis, also pull your ribs in toward the belly so that your core is nice and aware. Good. And you can look down at your foot if your neck fatigues. We're going to inhale. When you exhale, bend that left knee. Release your right hand down toward the upper right hand corner of your mat. Slide the right heel over the toes, and we're coming into that twist with your left hand on the back, or extend your left fingertips up. You're going to rotate your left pinky in toward the midline, and then start to reach the left fingertips away from the right heel, and reach, reach, reach. So you squeeze that left bicep in toward the ear, so the left neck is soft. One more inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, left hand on the inner left heel. Heel toe that left foot toward the lengthwise side of your mat. Palms are under the shoulders. Drop your right knee and take the top of your right foot flat. A couple moments in lizard lunge. I'm suggesting to turn the left toes out a couple of degrees and explore how that feels, because it may allow you to wrap that left femur, the head of that thigh bone, into the hip socket a little more. And then soft elbows, and the top of the right foot rests on the ground. Couple breaths through the nose. Then we feel the top of that right foot connect. We're going to lift the belly and slide that left foot back. Tuck your toes, hips to heels, child's pose. And then we're going to come up to stand on the knees. Point your elbows back. Let's lift up nice and tall through the crown. Draw your belly in. Step your right foot forward. And then bring that right knee back. Left foot forward. Left knee back. Right foot forward. Right foot back. Left foot forward. Left foot back. So really using that core and hip mobility here. Good. And then right knee forward, press through the right foot, come up to stand. Now we're going to do a little core exercise to target this lower belly pooch area. Take your arms overhead and grab the elbows, looking straight ahead. Shift into your left foot, lift your right knee all the way up as high as you can, then step that right foot down. And again, right and down, and lift and down, and lift and down, and left, lift the left and down. Try to think of lifting that left thigh right up into the lower belly as you flow through that, and down, and lift and down, and lift and down. Now we're going to switch right and down, lift and down, right, down, left, down. Keep going, lift and lift. So thinking of that inner thigh psoas spiraling right up into the deep internal belly, keeping that nice line from back of head to tail. Nice. Nice way, again, like I said, to target that lower belly pooch area. I know it's a problem for me. Well, not a problem, but just something that I like to work on after having 4 kids. keeping that area tone. Supports your lower back health too. Coming down, let the arms drape down. We're going to bend down now and sit back, reach forward, and then come on up. Bend down, reach forward, and then press up. Inhale forward, exhale up, inhale forward, and exhale up. Inhale forward, exhale. When you come up, you're going to squeeze your gluteals and forward, and exhale up, and forward, and exhale up. Reach the arms out and up. Inhale, exhale, swan dive down, crown of head last. Let your head go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Take a big step back to downward dog. Shake your head no. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it out. We're going to roll gently into plank. Touch your knees down. Sit. Cross your ankles. And then press the palms away as you sit. Bring your knees in. Hover. And then let your knees open. And sit up really tall. Gentle turn to the right. Right fingertips behind. Left hand on the outer right thigh. Gently turn. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Right hand on the outer left thigh. Gently turn. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Bring your knees in. Scooch forward. And then take your hands behind your knee in your knee creases and roll back and hug the knees in. Give a squeeze. And then release your feet onto the floor. Drag one shoulder blade at a time underneath the back with palms facing up. Let's root through the feet and lift up towards your bridge. Dragging your shoulders under a little more. Rooting through the backs of the hands. Root through your feet, lift the hips. And then we're going to lift the heels high and come onto your tiptoes. On your inhale, float the arms all the way up and back overhead. Keeping the arms overhead, start to lower down slowly. Upper back. Middle back. Staying up on the toes. Let the lower back dissolve. And when the lower back rests, take your feet mat width distance apart. Come into a cactus arm. Arriving in a cactus arm. Take a body scan. Notice any areas of tension that might be able to soften and let go. And we'll start to slowly windshield wiper your knees from side to side, massaging out through your lower back. And from your feet, that chains up to the knees and into the pelvis and right up through the crown of the head. And then over the next few moments, we're going to make our way toward a restorative Savasana. So you can take either constructive rest with your knees together, or you can extend your legs out straight. You can have your arms in a cactus, or you can rest your hands on your body, on your belly, or on your ribs. Scan and notice how you feel. Allow the present moment to be what it is. Let the light of your awareness flow through all the cells equally, from the heart all the way through all the joints and into the fingers and toes. And remember your intention today. What did you want to cultivate in this time? Were there any insights that you noticed that you want to remember and seal into your awareness? All the tension of the eyebrows melts away. The jaw is soft. Consider what you have to be grateful for today. Tuning into a gratitude practice. Gratitude for anything at all. even just the breath. And go ahead and hug the knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Optional full happy baby for a moment, rocking side to side, and then rock yourself over to either side and slowly press up to sit. Arriving back up again in a tall upright seat, shoulder blades gliding down. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down through the central channel. Bringing the thumbs to the center of the chest, we're going to honor each other and this practice, dropping the chin towards your body. And wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you so much for sticking with this practice and with this channel. I'm so grateful for you. Like, share, subscribe, hit that super thanks button. Helps keep me going. See you next time. Bye-bye.